Come on, dub Ed Sheeran. Say what's up to Ed Sheeran in the chat, y'all. Say what's up, everyone. Ed Sheeran joining us for the halftime show. What a kind man. He could be anywhere in the world, but he's sitting here with us.
Yeah, I think it's quite a double gig live streaming the World Cup.
Been quite shocked. Actually, from all the things I've seen, Stephen, they've been really shocked given the media that they've been watching. And what you hear overall is they basically, it can be summed up by what I've heard the most. What has been most consistent, Stephen, is they've said they...
Every seat at the World Cup final came with one of these flags, so keep your eyes open during halftime because we are all involved. It came with this note that says, "We need your help. Please raise and wave this flag when you see the cues on the big screen."
Europeans used to mock American halftime shows. Clowns, fireworks, and fake drama. Pathetic. They'd sneer. Real football doesn't need that. Then they sat down for the World Cup final. The stadium pulsed. The lights dropped. And one unforgettable performance hit them like lightning.
FIFA World Cup halftime show. We need to do something like a big splash because we are in America and we need to do a big splash because America is the land of splash. So we will do big American icon.
Last time Spain were World Cup champions was in 2010. These supporters are not going to forget tonight.
We had to be here. We got to be here with the whole ambience. Fiesta, fiesta, fiesta.
I'm feeling so excited. I'm feeling so happy.
This is incredible. This is the best part of my life, the best moment of my life.
It was ground and it's beautiful, especially Dallas. But we are a little sad because Luka Doncic is not anymore here in Dallas.
That still haunts us to this.
In minutes, those same Europeans were cheering louder than Americans ever did. Completely hooked on pride. Forgetting the American tradition just conquered the world's biggest stage and wanting to see the exact moment Europe changed its mind forever.
I complete this top part of the show without talking about the halftime show. It started weird, and I mean really weird, as Madonna came out with Ronaldinho and Ronaldo.
Spain rightful winners of the tournament though, Jay.
Yeah, Spain won, football won. I think they was the best overall team. They played as a team.
Yeah.
There was no, outstanding, what we would call like a Messi kind of player, the X Factor.
Oh my God! It looks so hot.
Europeans have spent decades smirking at the very idea of American halftime shows, dismissing them as over-the-top nonsense that had no place in proper football. They love to claim that real fans wanted nothing more than 15 minutes of quiet reflection, a quick tactical chat, and maybe a sip of warm beer while the players caught their breath.
We're here at the fan zone. The match is on here later. Spain obviously score.
World Cup fans from all across the globe, they have flooded the U.S. and they're loving it. Ranch dressing ranking pretty high on that list. TSA even issuing a statement encouraging travelers to not pack it in their carry-on.
All that sparkle, those celebrity performances, and the sheer theatrical madness of turning a simple break into a concert seemed ridiculous, unnecessary, and frankly a bit embarrassing to their refined European sensibilities. Then the World Cup final rolled around in 2026, and suddenly the same people who once scoffed found themselves glued to their screens, cheering, dancing, and wondering why their own sport had been so stubbornly boring for so long.
Okay, Madonna's coming out. Oh, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. Hey, Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. Yo, what? Ah, that's dope, bro. El Fenomeno.
We went to Terry Black's. Yeah, it was good. Bit of beef brisket, spicy Mexican rice. On the job.
You love pancakes with the breakfast. I love that. You've got
Yeah,
the
so we had an
omelette
omelette today and then had 2 massive pancakes on the side.
How much did you spend on your ticket?
$50,000.
$20,000.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a model.
30,000.
What do you do for a living?
I'm retired. Made a lot of money.
200,000. What do you do for a living?
PE in Hong Kong.
30,000.
30,000. What do you do for a living?
Streamer. I've been doing this since I was 11.
Not enough.
Americans had figured something out years earlier that the rest of the world only pretended to ignore. They understood that football or soccer, if you insist on calling it that, is entertainment at its core. And there is no reason to pretend otherwise when you have the world's biggest stage. While European leagues stuck to tradition with short halftime breaks that felt more like polite intermissions, the NFL turned its Super Bowl breaks into cultural events that people tuned in for, even if they hated the teams playing. Though Europeans called it crass commercialism. But deep down, they had to admit the energy was electric and the production values were unmatched. Americans did not just play the game. They threw a party in the middle of it and invited the planet to join.
And Madonna will come in a jeep, and for some reason...
How you feeling?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie to you, I think everyone's being negative. Yeah, they've got us to the semis. Yeah? Mum, I hope you don't see this.
How can you be positive right now, though?
Mate, I'm not being funny, yeah? The sun's out.
The 2026 World Cup final decided it was time to borrow that American playbook and crank it up for the global audience. What happened next left even the most cynical European critics speechless. The halftime show stretched the usual rules, but nobody seemed to mind once the lights dropped and the madness began. Madonna kicked things off in classic fashion, delivering a high-energy mashup that had roller skaters and Brazilian legends like Ronaldo and Ronaldinho cruising around and enough attitude to remind everyone why she remains an icon. The stadium pulsed with color and movement, and viewers back in quiet living rooms across Europe suddenly found their feet tapping whether they wanted them to or not.
It's the World Cup, hallelujah. It's the World Cup, hallelujah.
Where are you from?
England. England! Easy peasy, man.
So we'll see you next match.
How do you feel about playing England in the semi-final?
We're gonna get a win.
I'm not going to come on the BBC and tell you we're not going to win the game. Of course we're going to win the game.
Oh, we feel confident.
England has a great team.
From there, the show refused to slow down. BTS brought their precise choreography and infectious energy, turning the pitch into a global dance floor. Justin Bieber followed with a more intimate acoustic moment that somehow worked in the massive setting, proving that even a chilled vibe could hold its own amid the chaos. Shakira and Burna Boy then exploded onto the scene with the tournament anthem, delivering rhythms that made hips move involuntarily and had fans of every nationality singing along. The surprises kept coming with Muppets, Ted Lasso cast members popping up for comedic bits, children's choirs, and orchestral swells that tied everything together in a celebration of unity. It was messy, it was crowded, it was over the top, and it was absolutely brilliant.
You want to know what Spain looks like after winning the World Cup? This is it.
Well, that is it. Spain have won the World Cup, and the fans here have gone absolutely wild. They are going to be celebrating all night.
I fall in love with this country, and this was so emotional. I even cried in the stadium.
Hi, I love this beer in this country, by the way. It's really good.
You like the beer in this country, all right?
Hospitality.
Europeans who had tuned in expecting the usual quick break found themselves laughing at the absurdity while secretly loving every second. The same commentators who once mocked American excess now struggled to contain their excitement as the spectacle unfolded. These were the people who had spent years insisting that football should remain pure and focus solely on the sport. Yet here they were, completely captivated by a halftime show that turned the World Cup final into something bigger than just 90 minutes of play.
We're 8 minutes in now, surely. Come on, Ray.
I will say, do you know what? I'm so happy you lads, because at your age, I weren't doing what you're doing. And whatever anyone says, them, yeah? And I know, I've had a couple of drinks, yeah?
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
The entertainment did not stop at halftime either. Throughout the entire tournament, the World Cup delivered spectacle after spectacle that kept fans engaged even during slower moments in matches. Opening ceremonies in different host cities blended local culture with global pop stars, creating atmospheres that felt festive rather than stuffy. Light shows, fireworks, and musical performances became regular features that added layers of excitement without distracting from the actual football. Europeans who traveled to Maganma discovered that adding flair did not diminish the sport. It actually made the whole event more memorable and accessible to casual viewers who might otherwise lose interest during a tense 0-0 draw.
Actually, the anxiety and the nervousness was very palpable all through the match. And I can tell that many of them are gonna get back home with no fingernails left after biting all of...
Bellingham and Rice and Kane.
Jude Bellingham is the best.
Which Argentinian players do we need to worry about? All of them, especially Messi.
I think Julian Alvarez knows those guys pretty good, so that's something they got to worry about.
Passion will win. They have to worry about the Argentina.
I've flown all the way from London to New York to experience the biggest football match on earth. Behind me is...
Meanwhile, Americans had mastered this balance long ago. They understood that fans pay good money and invest hours of their time. So why not give them value beyond the pitch? Super Bowl halftimes became appointment viewing because they delivered stars, innovation, and moments that people talked about for years. The World Cup final took that lesson and adapted it perfectly to soccer's international flavor. The mix of artists from different continents created a truly global feel that no traditional European approach could match. It was ridiculous in the best possible way. And it worked because it embraced the joy of entertainment instead of fighting against it.
The most amazing stadiums, I think. We really wanted to see the stadium, and we're also really rooting for England and Croatia. So yeah.
They handed you guys some stuff for free.
Yeah, we have a small fan
sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer.
That was nice of them.
Yeah,
Nice.
How do you guys feel about this Texas team?
5-0. Well, I'm pretty confident here for the World Cup final in Spain. ¿Qué pensáis? ¿Qué va a ganar? ¿Cuánto? Obviously, Spain. Spain es el mejor equipo. Spain is a better team. And that's really been played out throughout the tournament. Better defense, better midfield. Rodri, Kuba.
The country is so great to visit. The people are amazing, so welcoming.
USA,
Amen.
Japan, and USA. I love it.
Okay.
You
have a thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, I love how it was so nice meeting you.
Sarcasm aside, the shift revealed something deeper about how sports evolve. Europeans had clung to an image of football as a serious, almost sacred pursuit that needed no embellishment. They looked down on the American tendency to package everything with glitz and glamour, calling it superficial. Yet, when they experienced the World Cup Finals halftime magic, many admitted that the extra energy actually heightened their appreciation for the game itself. The break gave everyone a chance to breathe, reset, and return to the second half with renewed excitement. Players came back sharper, fans felt re-energized, and the overall atmosphere lifted the entire match to another level. What was once dismissed as stupid American showbiz became the highlight that millions still discuss today.
Hours, there's going to be thousands of fans on these streets. In the end, who will be celebrating? Will it be Messi or will it be Yamal? Since Argentina knocked England out, I've got no choice but to support my second team, and that is Spain. Let's have a little wander around, find both sets of fans.
The humor in all this lies in how quickly opinions flipped. People who once scoffed at cheerleaders, pyrotechnics, and celebrity cameos suddenly could not get enough of roller skating dancers and surprise puppet appearances. They realized that entertainment and sport could coexist beautifully when done right. Americans had been doing this for decades with varying degrees of success, learning from each Super Bowl what worked and what fell flat. FIFA took notes and delivered something tailored for a worldwide audience that felt fresh yet familiar to those who grew up watching big American productions.
Being in the United States of America is a big deal. This is not something I had really considered all that much. I'm not really a soccer fan, and I'm watching all of these like European tweeters that have come for the World Cup. There's one German account that's posting like updates.
That is one of them with us now, Scottish fan Blair McNally. Blair, it is great to have you. We were just getting a look at that clip that you saw, and that was your reaction to the big win just days ago.
Yeah, it's been absolutely electric here. There is easily 3,000 fans, and it is a heavy Argentina crowd. I've been saying, look, Spain's dominated this.
As the tournament progressed, even the most dedicated traditionalists found themselves entertained throughout entire match days. The combination of high-stakes football and thoughtful spectacle kept engagement high across different time zones and demographics. Europeans who experienced this in person or through broadcasts returned home with stories that challenged their old assumptions. They talked about the electric stadium atmospheres, the seamless integration of music and sport, and the way the whole experience felt generous and celebratory.
To be honest, I was a bit scared or had the fear to travel to the United States. News about shootings and criminals and that the country is not safe.
Bob takes us home. It's great. America is great.
We just won World Championship in Spain. Once again, World Champion.
Play the best football. That there's no question about it. They're the only ones that tried to win the game.
The lesson here is simple yet powerful. Sports thrive when they adapt and embrace fun without apology. Americans turned football games into full-day events filled with tailgating, music, and community, long before the rest of the world caught on. The World Cup final represented a beautiful collision of cultures where European passion met American spectacle and created something greater than either could achieve alone. Those who once thought halftime shows were stupid discovered they had been missing out on a richer way to enjoy the beautiful game. The sarcasm of their former judgments now sounds hollow against the backdrop of a stadium roaring with approval during one of the most memorable performances in sports history. This evolution did not happen overnight, but the 2026 final marked a clear turning point. It showed that spectacle and substance can enhance each other when balanced correctly. The halftime show was not a distraction. It was a revelation that reminded everyone why billions watch sports in the first place. For the drama, the skill, the unity, and yes, the unforgettable entertainment that makes it all so much more than just a game.
I don't know, with a lot of joy! In every street, everywhere! With our friends! Everything!
This is incredible. This is the best part of my life, the best moment of my life. Now the second start.
Absolute dominance today. Absolute dominance. They didn't have a chance.
We're very happy. Viva España, we deserved it. We play better. We're the best in the world.
The biggest stars on the planet to create something that felt really collaborative and felt like something that really represented the world.
In the end, the World Cup final halftime delivered exactly what great entertainment should. It surprised, it delighted, it united people across divides, and it left everyone wanting more. Americans had been right all along about the power of turning breaks into moments. Europeans just needed to experience it on the biggest stage to finally admit it. The spectacle was insane. The reactions were priceless. And football will never quite be the same again. That more than anything is worth celebrating with another round of applause, some fireworks, and maybe even a spontaneous dance break the next time the whistle blows for halftime. What began as reluctant curiosity quickly snowballed into widespread conversations in pubs and online forums about why their local matches suddenly felt flat by comparison. Stadium operators in major European cities started quietly exploring ways to inject similar bursts of energy without breaking long-held traditions, whispering about LED upgrades and surprise guest appearances that might just keep younger audiences glued to their seats.
Through your heart and mind in that moment, and did you think your team could pull out a win?
Well, it's been a long wait. It's been 28 long years. My whole lifetime I've waited for this moment, so...
This crowd was actually more about, relief. And again, finally, as you said, Spain finding the back of the net in the 106th minute. Run.
The beauty of the whole affair lay in how it exposed the delightful hypocrisy lurking beneath layers of football purism. People who proudly boasted about enduring rainy Tuesday night cup ties without any frills now demanded more flair from their sport. They realized that a touch of theatrical madness could actually deepen emotional investment rather than dilute it. Kids who previously drifted away during tactical lulls now begged to stay up late. Drawn by the promise of colorful productions that made heroes out of musicians and athletes alike, parents found themselves explaining song lyrics alongside formation strategies, turning match nights into unexpected family bonding sessions filled with laughter and shared amazement.
Today from Madrid, I'm going back now. In about 10 minutes, my bus is leaving to the airport.
they have their egos, they have their stuff.
This American-inspired injection also sparked fresh debates on global sporting identity. Traditionalists warned of creeping commercialization while secretly replaying favorite moments on repeat. In the end, that wild, star-studded intermission reminded everyone that sports at their finest blend competition with celebration, creating experiences that resonate far beyond the pitch and linger in collective memory for years to come. Football emerged not just victorious on the scoreboard, but transformed in spirit thanks to one unforgettable night when skepticism melted into pure, unfiltered delight.